Hey there, my name is Simone, and I'm just recording a little personality video. So I am a New York City based student. I go to NYU right now. I'm a senior. I'm going to be a part-time student in the spring, I guess, technically. But yeah, so I'm a student here. I've been living here for 4 years-ish now, but I'm originally from a really small town in Michigan called Zeeland. It's a really tiny town right by the lake, Lake Michigan. And I loved it there. I love going back. It's such a fun place. My sister-in-law just texted me this morning about how she was, sitting in a coffee shop downtown, and my dad drove by in his car and saw her through the window and like stopped to chat with her. It's, super tiny town. It's like storybook Hallmark movie sort of, but I love it there. And so I think growing up there gave me a great perspective on, life and being kind to your neighbor and stuff like that, which made the transition to New York kind of challenging, where you don't know anyone, where when I go home I know everyone. But I think there are pros and cons to both. I think it's kind of nice to know everyone, but also it can make leaving your house in the morning knowing you're probably going to see everyone you know kind of challenging. Where here, kind of the anonymity of the city is kind of nice sometimes, but also can feel very lonely. So I think there's kind of a dichotomy there. But I think growing up there with, I had all like boy cousins. I had a brother. I was the only girl. So I have a tendency to be kind of a tomboy, I guess. I think in my special skills or my special unique traits, I would say, I'm a very like handy person. My family owns an auto body repair shop, kind of it's called the Speed Shop. We work on vintage European cars and race them and stuff like that. So I think having that sort of hands-on, I'm not afraid to get my hands dirty and work on things and go out in the woods and camp. And so just like very rustic wilderness upbringing, I guess I would say, and very hands-on with working with the boys and trying to run with the boys my whole life. So yeah, I would say that would be a special trait that I learned from growing up in such a small town with, so close to my family. But I also trained in theater and dance my whole high school life. So I trained in dance from a really young age, but kind of fell a little bit away from it in college, but I still train when I can. And I'm a singer. I definitely, was in I schmoozed my way past all the credits I was supposed to get in high school and, took as many art classes as I could. And then now, obviously, I'm training at NYU, which is like a dream come true. So, yeah, just kind of a small town tomboy girl who ended up here in New York and, is trying to make things work. Yeah, and I guess I'm just really thankful for my upbringing and the way that Michigan and the wilderness and the nature and, all that kind of stuff is such an important part of me and who I am. And yeah, and I would say that that's kind of the part of me that I hold near and dear, is that, natural, put on your hiking boots and go stay in the wilderness for a while. The city is sometimes too glam for me, but I also love the glamour of it. So I think it's just the duality of man, but yeah, so I guess that's a little explanation about who I am and what I'm all about.